Me did yanyante chua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
To God be the glory, great things He is still doing in our lives, especially to us here at Flex Entertainment, aka Sammy Flex TV. God has been good to us in so many ways, because we are seeing growth, we are seeing maturity, we are seeing expansion in everything we are doing here on the platform. Our subscribers are growing. In fact, we are getting our international reach, and it feels so good to be part of the team, because the hard work is going without someone saying, oh, I'm not recognizing it. Everyone is recognizing it, and it feels so good. My name is Sammy Flex. I know it could be your first time here. If it's your first time here, you should know that we do 100% show business here on Sammy Flex TV. It is show business in Ghana and around the world. But today I have a very sad story to present to you. We just came back. I think a good number of our people, myself, the Guitar Rasta, who is our camera person, Intim Dodu Solomon, who is our online manager, MC Berima, one of our presenters, and Gideon Nilam Tessin, also our creative director, and some couple of people were out in Dubai for a one-week tour. It was a tour we advertised, registered some people to be part of it, and we did it very beautifully. We were hosted by Abeka Solutions in Dubai, as well as Sankofa Restaurant in Dubai, one of the best Ghanaian restaurants or African restaurants in Dubai. So if you happen to find yourself in Dubai and you want to eat something African or something Ghanaian, you don't have to look anywhere. Just look for Sankofa Restaurant and everything will be okay for you. Again, if you want to be hosted in Dubai, someone to take you all on your tours, to take you to all the sightseeing and every activity that is in Dubai, Abeka Solutions, they are our partners when it comes to tourism in Dubai. We had a good time. In fact, if you have been following me on social media, you might have seen so many videos and photos, and some of my team members as well. Kojokin, who is also one of our pundits, was part of the trip, and he has enjoyed himself in videos all around us. Now, the reason I'm saying this presentation is one of a sad note is that I have experienced something that I did not even believe it existed. Let me be very honest. It is not my first time traveling. I've been traveling all over the world. At least all the important places in this world I've gone to. And I've used different aircrafts, or better still, airlines. I've used different airlines. So many of them, some big, some small, and still we are experiencing it. But for the very first time, I've been dealt with a very negative thing that I don't even know how to wrap my head around it. And I'm going to take you through the story. And after taking you through the story, I'll ask that if there is someone to solve this, it should be done immediately and as soon as possible, because some of these things are not good for tourism. Some of these things are not good to encourage businesses. Now, let me tell you something. So we traveled on Kenya Airlines. That is what we traveled on. And I have my evidence here. This is my trip from Dubai to Ghana. There's another set of tickets. That is my trip from Accra or Ghana to Dubai. I have all these things here. And this is just to confirm, because I know some of these things, if you are doing it, you need to come with clear evidence for someone to know that, oh, this is exactly what you are talking about. So this is my boarding pass, aka my ticket, Kenya Airways, right here, for you to know. It is for sure Kenyan Airways, and our date was 6 October from Dubai to Ghana. So we were surely doing transit. If you are a traveler, then you know this. We were to transit at Nairobi, that is Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, to Accra, and that was how we came to Ghana. Same way we went to Dubai. We started our journey from Accra, did a transit at Jomo Kenyatta Airport in Nairobi, and moved on to Dubai. And finally, we were supposed to come same way. And these are my boarding passes, just to confirm exactly what I'm talking about. So right after check-in in Dubai, we were supposed to wait for some minutes before we would do the boarding proper. Now, whilst I did the first check-in, that is where you show your ticket and your passport at the Dubai airport. I was supposed to go to the waiting area, the waiting zone, where we were to sit waiting for the aircraft to be ready for passengers to board. Then there were some passengers who also, there were some staff of Kenyan Airways who were confirming our ticket. So whilst going in, holding my hand luggage, this was actually my hand luggage. Whilst going in, holding my hand luggage, this is my hand luggage. The gentleman approached me, two of them, sporting Kenya Airways clothes, or having the reflectors that they used to work at the airport. They approached me and said, "Oh, gentlemen, we are staff of Kenya Airways." Like, they did not do it in the secret too. In the open, the lobby where everybody was seated, right after going through the first immigration person, they were just behind that immigration. It was not in the secret. It was not as if someone cornered me in the secret. They were doing it in the full glare of everybody there. And I was not the only one who was approached. So many people were approached. And they told me that they have realized that there are so many passengers on the flight. And because of that, the bags going to the top, as in the hand luggage that will be put at the top of the, when you go inside, there is the cargo where you put the big bags there, and the hand luggage inside the plane itself where you place at the latch, as they call it. When we got there, they told me, oh, because the plane is full, the load is becoming too much down there. So if you want to check this one down there, you want to check in this one down, you are supposed to do just 23 kilos too, as usual. So after 23 kilos, you cannot do any more. But I have experienced this before. This is not my first time someone has told me this. I think I have experienced this with British Airways before, when they told me that, the inside is full, they can check this bag in. I said, okay, no problem, let them check it in. And they did. And they did that at the counter. So when I got there and the guys approached me, I said, okay, this is not new. So initially, I was even adamant. I was not feeling like to do it. But then when I left them and I went to sit down, I told myself that, okay, what they are saying is for the safety of myself and the members or the passengers on the flight, including my trip people. We were about 8, and as the leader of the trip, imagine, should anything happen, who organized the trip? Sammy Flex organized the trip, and this is what happened. So I was there, and something occurred to me that, but what they are talking about is just for the safety of every passenger on the flight, including myself. So if they said they want to check in this, so it will reduce the weight at the top, why should I not do it? What would I even lose? Meanwhile, initially, while I was going through the immigration airport, once the immigration checks once again, I realized that I had issues with the first immigration because they could not. They were thinking about not allowing me to go through with my. I had some extension board that I used to charge my laptop and my phones and accessories. They said, oh, it was too big for this particular one. I should have checked it in there. So I felt that, okay, if I've had that issue. I've had that issue at Dubai immigration, then what it means is that I'm sure going to have it again at the other side. So if they had pardoned me, they were able to pardon me. As a matter of fact, I spoke with them and they said, okay, no problem, but next time I should make sure I don't do it like that. I said, okay, no problem. So if they pardon me, and that because of that I can go through, I am likely to go face it at another place. So if the guys have even approached me that they want to check in down there for me to be free in entirety, then why not? Let's go and do it like that, because it is not the first time it is happening. Then I asked that, okay, my bag is not locked, because if I'm having the hand luggage, there's no need to lock it because it's always at my reach. I can see it at the top corner and it is always available for my usage. I said, okay, no problem. Then give me something to lock. Then they brought, there's this plastic lock of a sort, where anytime they used to lock, you cannot rewind it unless you cut it. Then in front of me, they just locked it. I took only my laptop out. I remember the only thing I took out was my laptop. I took my laptop out like this, and I placed my laptop there. And I don't know whether whilst I was taking my laptop, they saw some of the things in it, or whether it was a different set of people who did that. I took my laptop, and the rest, they said, oh, would I need anything again? I said, oh, the rest I can manage till I get to Accra or Ghana. Then they locked in front of me. Then I took my bag to where I was waiting, the waiting area, until they called us to board. Then they said, okay, because I had agreed to put I should leave it here. Meanwhile, there were some other bags at the same place. There were some other bags. I saw one lady with even a baby. She also had her bag given to them, and some other bags waiting. I gave it to them thinking everything was fine. Only to get to Accra, Kotoka International Airport, to realize that my bag had been broken into and some of my valuables taken away. 2 gold watches of mine. In fact, I'm a lover of watches, because I know now this kind of watch is for health purposes. As much as you'll be using it to check your time and every other thing, I use this kind of watch for health purposes. Sometimes people ask me, why am I sporting 2 watches? Yes, I know why I do that. I keep this one for health purpose, to know how active I've been in the day, to be checking some things. But the other one, I use it for fashion, because I know, yeah, those ones I don't even use to check time. I just use it for just fashion. Then this one is checked, and I'm feeling okay. And I want my director to be showing you these watches I'm talking. These are gold watches that, like, I don't even use them just like that. I use them on special days, on special occasions. On these shows, even here at Sammy Flex TV, I've not been using it more. I think it is only when I go to see TV that's when I use it more. I had 2 of these watches in there. Then I had my Samsung phone in there, because that's what I used to do some other jobs apart from my iPhone that I used to work. Because I thought I was not going to use it, I just kept it here because it's not a busy line. I used to do other things, not a busy line, unlike the one on the screen. So I kept it in the bag as well, thinking that, oh, these things are there. Because when you get to security, remove this, remove that, remove this. So when I keep them all here, everything will be fine. And my airport as well, I put them here. I got to Kotoka International Airport and realized that all these things, they've broken into my bag, and all these things were taken away. And I'm asking that, in this world, in this our current living, where cameras are everywhere at airports, why would Kenyan Airways allow this to happen to their passengers? Why would Kenya Airways allow this to happen? And I'm scared. To me, it has happened to Sammy Flex that I'm talking about. And like I said, I was not the only one whose bag they took with the intention of checking it down there so we have a free space up there. I was not alone. So among other people whose bags were taken, if they were all going to complain like this, will it be good for business? It is my first time using Kenya Airways, and it is my worst experience too. First time and worst experience. Like I'm saying, I've used every necessary flight that is in the world. I've used Delta, I've used BA, I've used Emirates, I've used Brussels. Like, I can mention them on and on and on like that. I can use KLM, just mention them. I have used so many of them. In fact, I hear people talk about this, but I even thought it was not possible. Because I know when it comes to these airports, there are cameras on them. And elsewhere, even if you go to work as an airport staff, you are searched thoroughly before you go in and you come out. So how then would this happen? And let me tell you something. When we were coming from Dubai, you know, some of our Ghanaian brothers who go there to do business, sometimes they want you to bring some of the stuff they've bought from Dubai to Ghana. So we asked them, oh, we are going to Ghana. Is there anyone who has something that we can take to Ghana? Anytime we tell them we are using Kenyan Airways or Kenya Airways, they tell us that, oh, Kenya Airways, yeah, they don't trust. The transit thing, sometimes your goods will be stolen. I was laughing that, how? In today's world, how can you give me a box or a bag and it will be stolen? Like, I thought it was not possible. Never. I never believed it could happen. In fact, sometimes I hear people talk about their bags were missing. Not only that, like someone broke into their bags. So I hear people talk about, oh, their bags were missing. I hear that their bags were missing. But for someone to say my bag has been broken into and valuables taken out. Now, as I sit here, 2 of my expensive watches, gold watches, and my producer will show you in videos because I don't have them in photos like that. 2 watches taken. My AirPod Pro, I think AirPod 12 Pro or something. It was even a gift to me. Taken. My Samsung phone, Android, taken. And as it stands now, I might not have details of everything in my bag. I'm sure maybe from them I'll see what else was taken. Because when I took the bag, like they've ransacked everything in the bag. They've ransacked everything. The only thing they left for me was my headphone. That's the one I used to work. They left my headphone, and of course, this was what I was talking about. It is because of this. That's why I couldn't check in, because they felt, oh, this is too big. But because we have gadgets, sometimes you need them. You go to some hotels and you don't have these plugs to charge your stuff, so you just need them. They took everything and left these things in here. And this is an airline that prides itself as one of Africa's passion. And how are we going to sit down for these things to happen? I'm doing this video so Kenya Airways authorities, you guys can check it. Like I'm saying, I'm not telling lies. I'm not doing this. This is my confirmation. In fact, I would not shy away from even showing my passport. So you can go to your documents and check. You can go and check all these details I'm talking about. That yes, on this day, 6th October, a passenger from Dubai to Accra via Nairobi is complaining about this. And I'll let my producer show my passport so you guys see what I'm talking about. This is not fair. This is not fine. And it shouldn't happen. When we came back and I complained, everybody on the trip was sad. Because they felt, how can we have this bad ending? Or how can we have this sad ending? What an anticlimax. Everybody was sad, like, oh, we've gone to have a nice time. We come back and this is hitting you. And I'm so happy it even happened to me as the leader of the trip. Imagine if that happened to any of my people I went with. Like, how was I even going to sympathize with them? Buy it for them or what? 2 expensive gold watches, my AirPod and my Samsung phone, all gone. And we think it should be fine. It shouldn't be fine. Whoever can work on this, whoever can help me retrieve my stuff, whoever, be it manager, staff, or whoever, can help me to look for justice to what has happened to me, I'll be glad and I'll be on standby for it. But apart from that, I'm sure this will be my very last time using Kenya Airways. And if it is a constant happening, then I pray that everybody in the near future should be advised or should be cautioned where they go to, because this is not how to, like, imagine, I was thinking so many things, like, also imagine if I had even taken money from someone to buy something expensive in my bag, like to be taken. Imagine if I had some good money on me, kept here for maybe another business, money is taken. It could be any other thing. Maybe these things might not even be very important. Yeah, they are watches, AirPod, phone, yeah, important but not very, very important. But I was just asking, like, because some of our people bought some expensive things whilst we were coming. Some bought tablets, bought laptops, bought this, bought that. I did not buy anything. They were all my, like, known stuff, old stuff that I've been using, but things that I cherish. As a matter of fact, all these things that I'm mentioning, I cherish them so well. That's one the day I even kept them here. I did not put them, I did not use them because I thought, oh, they are not going to be needed. Let me keep them, because when they are traveling, what fashion do you need? With immigration checks here and there. No, you don't need that fashion. Let me keep them here. And now this happened. When we were going to Dubai and we waited for about 5 hours or so for the next connecting flight to Dubai in Kenya, I was telling my people, oh, Charlie, Kenyans are nice people. Oh, they are nice people. Like, they are cool people and blah, 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 blah. And now this will happen to me. Where do I blame? Is the blame at Dubai airport? Is the blame at Nairobi airport? Or where? But even with that, I still want Kenyan Airways executives or Kenya Airways managers, president, chairman, and whatever, if they come across this video, should look into their business. And like I'm saying, it was on this flight, 6th October, Kenya Airways from Dubai to Accra, or from Dubai connecting to Nairobi and Nairobi to Accra. You guys can do your checks, and if I can be compensated, I'll be glad. Thank you so much. My name is Sammy Flex. I am the CEO of Sammy Flex TV, and I'll be on standby for whoever will see the need to work on this. See you in my next video.